Imagine holding a single shard of pottery. It's rough, sun-warmed, and caked with the dirt of 1,000 years. In that moment, the distance between you and the hands that formed it collapses. That is the magic of archaeology. Not just digging up things, but resurrecting voices. We are about to explore discoveries that didn't just add a page to our history books. They ripped out whole chapters and demanded a rewrite. We're going to fly over jungles that hide entire cities, touch a bronze disk that maps the heavens, walk among an army that guarded a king's quest for immortality, and enter a cave where a single bone gave us a new sibling. The past isn't dead. It isn't even past. It's buried, waiting for us to listen. Chapter 1. The Amazon's Ghost Cities, the LiDAR Revolution. For centuries, we believed the Amazon was a pristine wilderness, a green desert too hostile for large-scale civilization. We were wrong. The first clue was a myth, El Dorado. Conquistadors spoke of golden cities, but they never found them. They were looking in the wrong dimension. The key wasn't a machete. It was a laser, LiDAR, light detection and ranging. This technology strips away the vegetation digitally, peeling back the trees like a blanket to reveal the naked earth. When archaeologists in Bolivia's Llanos de Mojos first flew LiDAR, they got the data back and must have felt their hearts stop. Beneath the endless green was a lost world of geometric precision. This wasn't a scattering of isolated tribes. This was an urban network. The Casarabe culture built monumental mounds, 22 meters high, on which they placed their temples and homes. They engineered a complex water management system of canals and reservoirs, turning a seasonal floodplain into a productive, year-round landscape. The scale is staggering. The LiDAR revealed hundreds of these monumental mounds and over 500 kilometers of causeways in just one small region. It proves a simple, profound truth. The Amazon wasn't a wilderness we colonized. It was a cultivated garden, a lost city reborn through technology, a ghost we finally have the eyes to see. Chapter 2. The Nebra Sky Disk. Some discoveries happen in the meticulous grid of a university dig. Others are born in the shadows. In 1999, on a forested hill in Germany, two treasure hunters swept their metal detectors not for knowledge, but for profit. What they found a foot beneath the soil would shake astronomy and archaeology to their core. They unearthed a bronze disk, a foot across, inlaid with gold. It was buried alongside swords and jewelry. It was old, but its true significance was initially missed. This wasn't just a decorative plate. It was a map, the oldest known concrete depiction of the cosmos in human history. Look closely. The full moon, the crescent moon. Between them, the Pleiades star cluster, a celestial marker known to ancient farmers. And arching along the edge, two golden bands. These aren't horizons. They chart the sun's position on the summer and winter solstices. Finally, a third arc, at the bottom. Some believe this is a sunboat, a mythological vessel carrying the sun through the night sky. It's a clock, a calendar, and a prayer all in one. This knowledge, preserved on a disk of bronze, allowed a Bronze Age chieftain to command cosmic power, to know exactly when to plant the first seed, when to celebrate the solstice, when the celestial order was in harmony. It rewrites what we thought we knew about the astronomical sophistication of Bronze Age Europe. These weren't mere brutes. They were sky watchers, embedding their gods and their calendar into metal, creating an object so precious, so powerful, it was buried with its owner for an afterlife among the stars. Chapter 3. The Terracotta Army's Liquid Secret. From the forests of Germany, we travel to the plains of China, to a discovery so iconic it has become a cliché. The Terracotta Army. But the true mystery wasn't the warriors themselves. It was what they were guarding, and a whispered historical account too fantastical to be believed. The grand historian Sima Qian, writing a century after the first emperor's death, described his tomb as a microcosm of the known world. Its ceiling was a map of the stars, and its rivers, the Yellow and the Yangtze, were not of water, but of flowing liquid mercury, mechanically circulated to mimic the endless current of life. For 2,000 years, this was considered a poetic metaphor for the emperor's obsession with alchemy and immortality, an elixir he ironically drank, which poisoned him with mercury. Then, science stepped in. In 2005, soil tests over the unopened tomb mound revealed anomalous concentrations of mercury, concentrations so astronomically high they could only be explained by a massive underground source that had been evaporating for millennia. Sima Qian was not speaking in metaphors. The emperor's quest for immortality, a lethal dose of mercury, and a tomb that is a toxic mirror world of his empire. The central chamber, likely containing his body and untold treasures, is now so saturated with mercury vapor that it is deadly to enter. It is a monument forever sealed by the very element the emperor believed granted eternal life. The ultimate irony, a warrior king's final, poisonous paradox. Chapter 4. Denisova Cave, the genetic ghost. Some discoveries are kingdoms, others, entire civilizations. This final discovery is the most humble and, arguably, the most profound of all. It's not a city or a golden disk. It's a cave in Siberia, a single pinky bone, and a new type of human. In 2008, a tiny fragment of a girl's pinky finger, who lived some 70,000 years ago, was found in Denisova Cave. DNA sequencing revealed she was neither Homo sapiens nor Neanderthal. She was the first evidence of a completely new archaic human group, which we simply named the Denisovans. She was a new ghost in our family tree. We didn't just live alongside them. We loved them. Genetic analysis shows interbreeding between Neanderthals and Denisovans and with our own Homo sapien ancestors. If you are of Melanesian or Aboriginal Australian descent, you carry up to 5% Denisovan DNA. Their genetic legacy isn't lost. It's inside living people today, giving them high-altitude tolerance and immune system adaptations. A single bone, a ghost no one knew existed. A new branch on the tree of life that challenges the very idea of species. We are not a pure, linear line of progress. We are the product of a messy, beautiful, tangled family reunion. A symphony of archaic echoes, still humming in our very blood. Every layer of earth we peel back is a conversation with the dead. And the most exciting, most profound discovery is not behind us. It's ahead. The next LiDAR pass, the next genome, the next shovel of soil. For every tomb we find, 1,000 hold their silence. And in that silence lives the pure, electric potential of all we have yet to learn. The Earth is a vast library, and we have only just read the title page. The echoes are waiting. All we have to do is listen, like, share, and subscribe.